Okay, so we are in Zing. You do need to do one Mega Nuke. More guess my SRs. More. Yeah, guys, do your homework. God damn. No, I should say, if I do a VOD for you, you owe me a Guess My SR, okay? You owe me clipping it out, put it on YouTube. It's like 5 minutes of work, go do it. You owe me it. It's hard to do Guess My SR when no one gets to play the game because we only know how to position because of you. Plat promo game, but lost a very close match, made quite a few mistakes that could have saved the game. Please let me know what things I need to change / start doing so I can improve my gameplay. Currently climbing with a 60% win rate, nearly at plat. Excellent. Love the fast bubbles. You could have done them a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Ryan gets charged. You know what? It's not your responsibility, but why are you here? You don't get to be here. You either get to be right here or you get to be all the way around here. In the middle right here, this isn't really a valid spot for you. You don't actually benefit your Ryan by being near him on Zarya. You benefit your Ryan by DPSing off angles, making sure flanks can't happen, contesting the angles, and occasionally putting a bubble on him when he fucks up. Just make highlights with F9 yourself. You start pressing W for a second there. That could have killed you. Don't do that. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Yes. Right. Number one priority. Do not die. Okay? Number one priority. Okay, this is the least... that is the least regular mix. It goes up and down. It has weird songs in it. I'm not doing any more Minecraft because it's weird. Number one priority, keeping yourself alive. I don't care about this point, quite frankly. If Ryan's thrown it, he's thrown it. No. Okay? We're on high charge. We don't care about getting more charge. Why did you bubble the Reinhardt? Serious question. Why did you bubble the Reinhardt? We don't want to bubble him. He's actively bad. We want to save it for more than 200 worth of damage. A large damage chunk of some sort. Or we want to wait until he's used his armor so that while the bubble's on him for a second or so, he can get healed for a little bit longer. If he's at more or less full health when you bubble him, it does literally nothing. Just charged into a junk trap. That's a regular occurrence. Why are we here? Put yourself here. I get it, they're capping, but like it doesn't matter. If they're capping, they're capping. Number one priority, don't lose your charge. And you're the first one to die trying to contest it. I think you could have gave it a second or two more, regen resources, then contested later. I think you should have contested basically as late as possible while they cleared up the Rhine is what I'm saying. I don't mean just don't contest. I don't mean don't get mad at me because I told you to contest when you really like needed to. I don't mean don't contest at all. I mean just do it as late as possible. Bubble. Bubble, please. You missed your projected. You missed like a whole cycle of projected there. More aggressive. Every single time I see a Zarya that's not optimizing their bubbles, just be more aggressive with them. There's no reason not to. Pull yourself forward. Bubble now. Yes, perfect. Back off, back off, back off. Keep the charge. Very nice LOS. Love it. Don't wake him up. Keep going back. Back, 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 back. Just keep going back. I want you to be actively retreating. We don't care what happens here. We just want to keep the charge. Most important thing on this character. That personal was awful. Really bad, okay? We'll go back a second. Do you know why the personal's really bad? Walk back into the grav? Sure. Yeah, if the grav's going to get you a little bit further away from that corner, walk into it. It's fine. The grav doesn't do damage to you, it just locks you in location. It's going to be shooting the Zarya anyway. No reason to be out here where you can be shot by everyone instead of in the grav. No reason to. Personal there. Awful. Really bad. That is actively going to hamstring your SR if you're doing this a lot of the time. Your personal should be used in order to give you the license to go aggressively into them, for you to hold a deep angle and use it as kind of like a flashbang ability where you just like challenge them if they come and get you, that kind of stuff. Should not be used just for getting 150 charge. All right. Once you're on 80, Stop it. You're going to use it to kill someone. Again, that bubble, really bad. You shouldn't be using it for that. You should have been using it for that potential charge that was coming in a second. There's currently nothing on their team that really threatens your Reinhardt, so it's a little bit... You're a little bit more at liberty to use these aggressively, but still, get more out of it. If your Rein's at full health, or your Rein's nanoed at mostly full health, he's going to be at full health regardless. You use it when he dips a little bit lower. Be greedy with it. That was the least greedy bubble I've ever seen. You're just trying to get charge. Okay. Ah, no, no, no. How'd we end up here? Okay. Nano bomb. Grab it. Nice projected. Still could have used it a little bit later, but it was fine. Grab into the window. Beautiful. Oh, I want you to see really aggressive bubbles all the way forward. It's really good to let Ryan soak some damage before you bubble. Before you bubble him, people on the opposing team sense blood in the water, push all their buttons. Yeah, the thing is, your bubble is not just extra health for your Reinhardt, okay? Your bubble is emergency health for your Reinhardt. Your bubble is stopping him dying instantly because he fucked up by going too far in. If you use it early, what happens is if your Rein overextends, he's actually just fucked. Because he'll burn through that 200 health like it's nothing and act like he still has it. Okay. There you go. The best playlist. You can predict that with your personal bubble. You can predict that. That was actually a really good personal. I like that. It's really good. But again, like a little bit too aggressive. You used it properly that time at least, even though the execution was a little bit off. Get res on Carp. So you should be looking for these bubbles really aggressively. Okay, so from when you got rezzed here, a little bit of a fuck up in general. So what I do, we just got rezzed here. First off would be jump up here, look for the projected on the Reinhardt if we can, and then go for the Zarya. Just jump over cart. Went around left of cart, a little bit of indecision. We didn't keep going forward while we did that. You should be comfortable with doing this, like moving in a straight line while turning around with your WASD keys. Okay, you should be comfortable with that. Just walking yourself between W to A to S, and then A to W again, and then you're walking yourself around. But it looks like when you did this, you walked forward, then you turned around and kept going forward for a bit, and then started going back this way. But you should be comfortable just turning yourself around like this, just in a smooth line without ever having to stop moving in a direction. It's also a really good bubble because they traded aggro with the Rein while he was purple. 100% yes. It can be a good bubble and turn out badly still. Like, that's fine. Thank you, Dragon. Nice personal. Don't think it's going to work out. I just don't think you have enough resources. The nano was used on the previous fight, so I don't think you've got enough. Yeah, let's skip. Rein's back. We really failed to charge ourselves. That is a through line. Like, you need to be proactive when you're low and really slow and really methodical when you're high and just take a really strong angle. Imagine if we just pulled ourselves up here. Okay. Imagine if you just pull yourself up here, right? Stand here. If we use our personal to charge ourselves, do you know what happens? They rush us and kill us, okay? But if we use our projected and don't use our personal, when they rush us to kill us, what we do is we just, if a Junkrat or a McCree comes up here, anyone on their own, we take the jaw with the personal, then back off. If more of them come up here and try and take us out, we use the personal in order to get across. This is what I mean as you're licensed to be aggressive with your position and with your personal bubble. You can stay in stupid-ass spots where otherwise you would never be able to stand there, as long as you got that personal ready for if they push you out. It's like a flashbang. Imagine a McCree just standing here. It's only valid if he's got that roll flashbang combo onto people coming into him, right? It's only valid in that scenario. And the same kind of with Take a Breather and stuff like that. Take a Breather, if you use it here, it's your license to stay in this place. And once you've used it, you really are a bit screwed for like 8 seconds. Noisy, continuing the gift sub you got from Leah. I don't get a notification for that for some reason, but thank you very much. Really appreciate it, Noisy. It's always a pleasure having you around. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Right, after this, we got to do some Guess My SR to wake you guys up, because you've all gone to sleep, I can tell. Too many VODs. He's just about done it. Yeah, just like arms range, just like go away, stand away. I'm drawing something. Be sure to put it in the art channel after you're done. You don't bubble that? You're getting a bit flustered here, and the reason you're getting flustered is you haven't pulled yourself to a good angle. You had to contest the cart, and fair enough you had to contest the cart, but we don't like doing this. We like going around the sides, making sure all of the people on the sides are pushed out or pushed into the middle, and then we fight from the sides. We don't want to have to force ourselves into the middle. I think I coughed my mum's last nerve with online transitions. Appreciate it. Okay, one bull for the recontest, whatever. The amount of times people go on bull for the recontest here. And you probably don't know how to play bull, let's be honest. Yeah, you probably just don't know how to play the character, it's fine. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I'm going to assume it since we're not doing a bull review. I really like how late that bubble was. You needed to use it in order to charge yourself, but you left it late enough that the Ana's probably already thrown nade. Yeah, there's the nade. Okay, excellent. If you didn't know about the Ana's nade cooldown, that was still perfect. They've got an Ana now, so your job with your bubbles is basically to make sure your Rhine doesn't die instantly. You're being a little bit too aggressive. I want you to back off, yeah. You should have already transitioned yourself to here, though. When I say back off, I don't mean back off to point. I mean back off to the next place. And then we use our bubbles and we transition to the next place. Then we use our bubbles and maybe we transition to here. And then maybe we use them just to go straight in. But we don't just like go back to the place we were. Double it. While this went pretty well, what have they done wrong? Chat, what have they done wrong? Go. I'm going to replay this little bit. What's gone wrong here? So, not this bit. This is fine. This bit here. From this onto when I pause, right now. What went wrong? Angles? Yeah. I mean, we could have just walked through here, killed the Junkrat, and started murdering their backline. We can still bubble their Reinhardt. What we do is we just go around here, we bubble the Rhine, then immediately go into their backline. We don't actually regen resources. Well, that's really the Reinhardt's job. If he doesn't want to regen resources, that's all we really can do. But what you need to always do is you need to always be pushing somewhere interesting once you're high charge. You can't just go down main. You can still be shooting the Reinhardt and winning for a brawl win condition while making your way to this off angle, and then just start lasering people on the side. When 80% Zarya with bubble like personal up right here, and it tries to sleep you, we just use personal. They throw a load of mines at you. I guess we use personal to get low. You just go back here, you start murdering them. Nothing they can do. But right now you're matching their Zarya, their Genji, all of their DPS in a straight line. We don't like doing that. McCree's just in the middle of point. Yes, excellent. Really good. You did the good thing, but you took a while doing it, and that indecision can be the death of you. Bubble. More aggressive charging. You're not really taking a fight here. Not really, because people are still on point. What you're doing is you're poking, and you're trying to look for charge. So you need to do that a little bit earlier. Trading aggro with the Rein there. I like that, but you're trying to get to 120 charge. This fight is now going to happen in the next 5 seconds. And in the next 5 seconds, are you going to have your personal backup? No, so we don't use it. The personal needs to be used to do something interesting. And the interesting thing could you be poking here. It can be just wait with it. And then when you find a moment to be aggressive, you do take that opportunity and use your personal to push it. Nice protected. Definitely personal there, but only because you had a risk of dying. Cool. Can't wait for them to walk into that trap in hotel. Can't wait. Okay, so your Reinhardt found a solution with Shatter, and you didn't back it up. Okay? Hello, Ace. Hope you're well. Good morning. I'm skipping class to be here. That's a terrible life choice, but I respect it. So your Rein found a Shatter, but you didn't reinforce his win condition. So what you really should be looking for is in these kind of scenarios where your Rein just pulls something out of his ass. Whenever he comes in. 5 seconds, I think. 3, 2, 1. Rein's back. Rein just pulls something out of his ass, right? He does a Shatter, randomly gets people. Why don't you just press buttons when he does that, right? Use all your resources into whatever condition your team finds to win. That Shatter right there, that would have been an instant grab from me. Instant grab. Like, just grab that there. Press buttons. I want you to press buttons, basically. Good. Yeet. Actually gets free. Jesus. I heard there's a patch today because of the new Ash challenge. Yeah, apparently. They only gave me 2 weeks to do VODs instead of the normal 4. The hell? Cool. Push it. Excellent. Excellent. Bubble him. Bubble him. Faster, 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 faster. We're not trying to win the fight. We're just charging ourselves. Rein might be trying to win the fight, and he's a bot if he is, but I don't care if he's a bot. We just need the charge. Can you show the skin? No. Well, until it's updated, I can't show you. I don't need to tell you that was bad. It was. You know it. Nice charging. You're dead. You've gone from playing really well to kind of feeding. It's a little bit upsetting to me that you block Shatters and you get no bubble charge off it. Very nice protected. I can see why you're ranking up, but your playstyle is not looking for solutions to fights. It's kind of just playing a very, very good straight-up Zarya. This is better Zarya than most Zaryas I've seen, even up into Diamond. So you can easily climb with this. You just need to find your own solution to fights. Be more interesting, okay? Hold him. Oh, you need the charge. I don't care about the Reinhardt right now. I just need the charge. Terrible. Terrible. Really bad personal. Okay? Really bad. This is not something you're allowed to do. Man, Blizzard really hates the default menu background. Yeah, they do. But we found the way to turn it off, so we found a way to turn off the blinding white screen. Screen. I can't believe it. We went for the full flank and then Hanzo just dropped on our Hanzo. terrible personal. You have two modes. You have the charging yourself, and you have the going and fucking killing someone mode. You're not transitioning between these. Might even be that you don't know the second one exists. Definitely dead there. Holy shit, it's a 25-minute bob. We're not doing all of it. I'm guessing you full cap this. 25-minute King's Row is a really stretching King's Row, gotta say. Oh. Really good job on the hands though. That is a solution you found, and you've got the Ana too. You killed two. Perfect. I just want you to be interesting. I just want you to find your own solution. That's all. King's Row best round? Of course it is, but I've got to say 25 minutes probably beyond my time stretching. Yeah, I feel like I've seen enough of this player to know exactly what they're doing and what's going wrong. There's no real problems apart from the generic Zarya problems, which is we're not charging ourselves fast enough, we're not being aggressive enough with our bubbles, and then we're really undisciplined on standing near cover. We're kind of in the open quite a lot of the time, and also we don't back up the win conditions of our team with our resources, okay? No flanks, no interesting stuff, not near cover, and you're charging slowly. Apart from that, you know what? Really good play. Extremely good. I have not that many criticisms, to be quite honest. If you play like this consistently, you'll climb straight up to diamond, no problem.